Welcome to the OVA vlog. We are here today with a special guest, my husband, Martin, who has reluctantly joined us. Just kidding. And we're talking about something that is, I think, under-discussed in society, and that's when men know whether or not they're ready to have kids. So welcome, Martin. I'm excited to share a little bit about the conversations we've been having with a broader audience. So,
thanks for having me.
So Martin, in a past vlog, I talked about how I knew I was ready to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know if you're ready to have kids? Like, what are the things that you've been thinking about as a dude?
Well, there's kind of three main things that I think about. One is a stable work environment. You know, one, having to be able to maintain a steady income to support both our lifestyle and the lifestyle plus a new child. But then also having a stable enough environment at work and a strong sort of support network there that I can take the time to raise our child in the early stages and not have that be a special circumstance or affect my performance or the expectations around my work there. The second one is a community. This is a huge life change for us, and
I'm not pregnant, by the way.
This will be a big life change for us, and so do we have a friend group that's in a similar stage where we can rely on each other and not ostracize ourselves by being
or isolate ourselves,
isolate ourselves by being the only one in our friend group who's really embarking on this new shift.
I mean, we do have some friends, but it's the everyday kind of interactions or the friends that are around all the time. Like, we don't have that.
Yeah, a lot of our friends currently are in sort of a different life stage and or living in different areas. We do, though, as a different community, have some local family that would be delighted to have another grandchild, but that, you know, it needs to be a little bit of a deeper community overall to at least ease the comfort level. And then the last point would be, in general, I am somewhat resistant to change. I tend to find patterns and sort of stick to them. So this will be a giant shift and break a big pattern. And so in general, it's sort of a leap of faith regardless for me. But if my job scenario is more stable and if my community is a little more stable, then that last piece, I think, that last step is going to be a lot easier to take.
Yeah.
I am very committed and I have a great desire to have children. It's just...
Yeah.
It's just an apprehension.
So thank you for sharing that. We are very private people, and you might be surprised at that, but we typically are very private people. But one of the things that we've noticed in starting to have these conversations is that as there's a lot more choice in when to have kids, there used to be a lot more societal pressure to have kids earlier. There's just a lot more choice, and it's like, how do you make that choice? How do you make that decision? And the answer we always hear from people is there's no right time, there's no right, but we typically are very deliberate about decisions we make, and so talking through like the thought process, I just, maybe we're being a little too logical about the whole thing, but this is a little peek into how we're talking about it. So stay tuned for further conversations, and if you have any suggestions or comments, please pass them along. But thank you for sharing.
Thanks for inviting me into your community.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.